Welcome to Beau Eminent Channel. The world has no shortage of famous landmarks, Eiffel Tower selfies, gondola rides in Venice, or sunsets over Santorini. But seasoned travelers often say the true magic of discovery lies not in the crowded icons, but in the places quietly waiting beyond them. These are the destinations where culture breathes unfiltered, where landscapes remain raw, and where travelers can feel like explorers instead of tourists. Take Matera, Italy, for example. Once considered one of Europe's poorest towns, its stone-carved cave dwellings, the Sassi di Matera, were abandoned for decades. Today, they have been lovingly restored into boutique hotels and candlelit restaurants. Walking its winding alleys at dusk feels like stepping into a living time capsule, where history whispers from every stone wall. Across the Mediterranean, the Moroccan town of Chefchaouen casts a spell with its sea of blue. Here, every alleyway, doorway, and stairwell is painted in shades ranging from cobalt to turquoise. Thanks for watching. Request you to subscribe. The channel set against the Rif Mountains, it's a place where life slows to a gentle rhythm, shopkeepers weaving rugs by hand, children playing soccer in sunlit courtyards, and travelers sipping mint tea while watching clouds drift over the peaks. In the Balkans, Kotor, Montenegro hides in plain sight. Overshadowed by nearby Dubrovnik, Kotor's medieval old town is a maze of cobblestone alleys, centuries-old churches, and Venetian palaces. Towering above it, the fortress of San Giovanni offers panoramic views of the bay, where mountains plunge dramatically into deep blue waters. As evening falls, the sound of church bells mingles with the hum of lively cafes, creating an atmosphere that feels both timeless and intimate. Farther east, the mountain village of Jiufen, Taiwan glows with a dreamlike charm. Perched above the Pacific, its lantern-lit lanes wind past teahouses, food stalls, and stairways carved into the hillside. On misty days, the town feels suspended between sea and sky, an otherworldly escape said to have inspired the animated masterpiece Spirited Away. And in South America, the town of Salento, Colombia radiates color and warmth. Nestled in the Andes, it serves as the gateway to the Cocora Valley, where wax palms, the tallest in the world, rise like green cathedrals into the clouds. The town itself is a symphony of bright painted houses, open-air cafes, and the scent of freshly roasted coffee drifting through the streets. Whether it's the windswept cliffs of the Faroe Islands or the Ottoman rooftops of Gjirokastër, Albania, these hidden gems share a common thread: authenticity. They invite travelers to slow down, look closer, and connect more deeply, not just with a destination, but with the people who call it home. In a world that often measures travel in bucket lists and hashtags, seeking out these lesser-known places is an act of quiet rebellion. It's choosing wonder over routine, story over spectacle. And sometimes, the most unforgettable journeys begin where the guidebooks end. Would you like me to expand this even further into a long-form feature article, like something in National Geographic Traveler, with more sensory details and traveler anecdotes, or keep it as a medium-length narrative piece for a blog or magazine? Travel has always been about discovery, yet in today's world of crowded airports and overshared destinations, the idea of finding a place untouched by mass tourism feels like a rare gift. Beyond the glittering postcards of Paris, the beaches of Phuket, or the neon glow of Times Square, there are places where time seems to move differently, where history, culture, and nature intertwine to create experiences that feel almost secret. These hidden gems remind us that the world still holds mysteries for those willing to wander off the map. In southern Italy lies Matera, a city carved from stone. For centuries, families lived in its cave dwellings, carved into limestone cliffs. Abandoned in the mid-20th century, the town was once labeled the shame of Italy. Today, Matera has transformed into one of Europe's most enchanting places, where candlelight flickers inside cave hotels and echoes of ancient life linger in every corridor. Walking through its narrow alleys at twilight, when the golden light brushes the stone walls, feels like stepping into a medieval dream. Unlike Rome or Florence, here the past is not preserved behind glass, it breathes in every shadowed archway. Far across the Mediterranean, nestled in Morocco's Rif Mountains, the town of Chefchaouen greets travelers with streets painted in 100 shades of blue. Some say the tradition began with Jewish refugees who considered blue a symbol of the divine, others believe it keeps mosquitoes away. Children chase footballs down azure staircases, cats lounge in turquoise doorways, and artisans weave rugs in tiny workshops where the air smells of wool and fresh bread. Visitors often arrive for the photos, but they stay for the feeling, an almost spiritual calm that seems to radiate from the painted walls. In the Balkans, tucked along the Adriatic coast, Kotor, Montenegro hides behind its medieval walls like a jewel waiting to be uncovered. Less famous than its neighbor Dubrovnik, Kotor offers a quieter, more authentic encounter with history. Its old town is a labyrinth of cobbled streets where laundry lines stretch between Venetian palaces and the scent of grilled seafood drifts through shaded squares. Climbing the steep trail to the fortress of San Giovanni rewards travelers with a view so breathtaking it feels stolen from a fairy tale. The Bay of Kotor, framed by jagged mountains and sapphire waters, unfolding endlessly beneath the sky. Further east, Jiufen, Taiwan clings to a hillside that seems to rise straight out of the sea. Once a gold mining town, today it is alive with the glow of red lanterns and the bustle of tea houses perched above narrow stairways. The air is thick with the scent of taro balls and herbal tea, carried on mist rolling in from the Pacific. At dusk, as the lights flicker on, Jiufen feels like a dream suspended between past and present, inspiring whispers that it served as the model for Studio Ghibli's Spirited Away. Visitors wander its winding alleys not just for the food or the views, but for the sense of stepping into another world. In the heart of Colombia's coffee region lies Salento, a town bursting with color and warmth. Its houses are painted in cheerful hues, bright blues, fiery reds, and sunny yellows, that mirror the friendliness of its people. The hidden gems of global travel whisper a promise that wonder still exists in unexpected corners, waiting for those who wander with open eyes and open hearts. And perhaps, the most meaningful journeys are not the ones that take us the farthest, but the ones that remind us of how vast and beautiful the world truly is.